So I'm not kind of like that person that always changes computers back and forth, but I gave up. So like about 2 months ago, I bought this really high-end Alienware. I've always dreamed of having an Alienware, you know, with the colors and the RGB lightings and everything. It really felt cool, you know, having all that stuff running at the same time. It felt like I was like on a spaceship, you know, just doing all my things. But I don't know, it's one driver problem after another. Then the Bluetooth stops working. Then the keyboard just doesn't pick up. Then the screen starts to shiver and starts to just scramble all over the place. It's just not my thing. I mean, I come from a Mac world, and I'm just used to things working. I'm not sponsoring anything here, but I'm just saying I have a Mac, and the Mac just works. I don't have to worry about working on the computer to be able to work. Now, I've been spending the last couple of months, I've had to reformat the computer, reinstall drivers, I don't know how many times. I'm just editing a video or working on documents, and my keyboard stops working, or the mouse stops tracking. The extended screen freezes up, stuff like that. Or even worse, the battery, I go to battery mode, and like, because it's a laptop, right? I'm supposed to be able to use it like a laptop, and so I unplug it and I take it over to sit on the lounge chair to keep on writing, and it goes crazy. You know, I mean, the fans are like flying all over the place. Okay, yeah, sure, it looks like a spaceship, but I don't want it flying off my lap. You know, I want to type, I want to work, I want to write. So I think it's yeah, it's time. So I'm kind of like rambling here while I get to the store. Not many people talk about the experience of moving from Mac to Windows and stuff like that. That's kind of like so there's a lot of videos of how do you migrate and get apps working and things like that, but it's the mindset. I mean, it's the mindset. Because yeah, I'm not saying Windows is a bad platform or PCs are bad. I'm just not the PC person here. So when I decided to go for the Alienware, I'm not a gamer, but I do a lot of video editing, streaming. So I thought I needed a better GPU. And that's why I said, okay, a gaming laptop might be for me. I was wrong. I'm not a programmer, and I know a lot of people like just tweaking and tinkering around with computers. And I see, you know, I mean, it's attractive. I see the appeal of it, but it's not my thing. I heard somebody else say at some point, it's when a computer disappears, technology is doing its work, because it lets you do your work without worrying about the actual computer, the technology. Technology just goes into the background. You're just doing your thing. But when the technology becomes the actual work to get work done, then it just goes to a different place. For me, that's what we're getting to. I was spending more time fixing and trying to get the computer to work towards my way of doing things, towards my mindset. So that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm not trying to bring down Windows for people. What I'm trying to say is my way of working does not work for a Windows platform. Every time I put on my AirPods and I jump from my phone to the computer froze. I had to reboot. And if I was on the computer with my or my Beats, for example, Apple too, it's a Beats, and it froze because I jumped from the computer to my phone, and from the phone to the computer and back, and then a YouTube video would freeze, or my editing app would freeze and stuff like that. It was crazy. So that just doesn't work for me. At the end of the day, It just doesn't work. But it could work for other people. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just an absolute answer. My 2 seconds of ramble. No, that's a lot of minutes. Wow, I ramble a lot. I talk a lot. Okay, so we got it. Now let's go unbox and install this thing. Ugh.